And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What's that? 180?
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Great.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
He'll have a first down past the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 52. 8.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Ready? 188. Choose the mic. Hey, keep it up. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defense?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, go on.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. That one goes for 24 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Delta!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there. 26 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and long for Rivers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flush to his right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key third down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball, let him pick it up.
Newton to throw. Oh, he's got his man open out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Rivers Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? Block 11!
Here we go.
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Allen, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah. And now he's taken down, and Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return, it's King. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's caught inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
380. 54.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 27. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
I'm coming. Check it. Under crunch. Great.
Off play action. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
After the run, Newton going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Yungsojah1's coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to look deep down the field, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the Chargers first down.
Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And Allen's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. From the red zone now, Rivers. Well, they did the part and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. K1 short in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Shit. Check out.
Run 80.
They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.